This video news story is brought to you by Canalside Community Radio, 102.8 FM.
Volunteers arrived early at Prestbury Village Hall for a quick bacon butty and a cup of tea before setting out on the 12th Christmas tree collection to raise funds for East Cheshire Hospice.
Thank you for those who have also been working in advance, leafleting, putting banners up, making phone calls. There's been an awful lot of work that's got us to this place.
It was an idea originally thought up by one of the two main coordinators of the collection.
What started off as around £300 in its first year, last year we raised £59,000 net for the hospice. So far we've raised £280,000 net for the hospice. This year we're expected to top £300,000 and it just grows every year. And that is due to the fantastic support within our community and the fantastic group of helpers that we have.
The generosity of individuals and residents has always amazed the hospice.
And it's not quite such a token. This is just £500 from Simply Health to get us underway. So thank you very much, John. Thank you, Simply Health.
Around 200 volunteers in more than 30 vans hope to move more than 4,500 trees over the weekend. The collection covered 5 postcode areas around Macclesfield, Wilmslow and Knutsford.
See you next year, hopefully.
Yes, you will. Cheers.
Bye.
As teams collected the trees, they also collected the donations which were attached to each tree. The donations were then logged in the book. Once a van was full, it was driven to the West Park depot in Macclesfield, where help was on hand to unload the trees and then turn them into an estimated 40 tonnes of mulch. At Jersey Hospice are the latest to start their own Christmas tree collection, having seen how successful East Cheshire's has become.
This is about my 7th or 8th year now, so I've been doing it for quite a while. And Peter Chapman, who's one of the organisers of the thing, he works at IBM, which is where I work, so it's through a kind of work colleague association, really.
But it's not all plain sailing.
We've cleared a road in Macclesfield and we've taken one address that we knew about. We took another address there which was very difficult to find because it was only a house name. And then we found a tree in the road as well and we took that. The lady came out of the house and said we shouldn't have taken it, she wanted it. But then they offered to take it back in and she said no, she didn't want it. And now she sent us an irate email or an irate text.
At the end of each round, the donations, which are normally attached to the tree, are handed in and collated by yet more volunteers.
Just by the feel of it, the trees are up. I think the donations per tree will be up as well. So that's the feel, so it's going well.
At the end of day one, it was down to the Cock and Pheasant pub in Bollington, where Charles and Anne laid on free chips and cheese dips, and a mystery donor paid for a well-earned drink. Halfway through the operation, over £31,000 had been raised. The target for this year is £60,000.